Got it?
Got it, yep. Give it a minute.
Oh, that looks better.
Okay, so now this is it.
Got
Now
it?
Go back. Got it, yep. Give it a minute to the Zoom app. And then turn on the camera and you'll so.
Oh, that looks better.
Okay, so now this is it. Click on Zoom.
Got it?
Go back. Got it, yep.
Click on what?
Zoom. On the bottom on the app.
You mean join?
No. Exit this out. That's FaceTime.
Exit what?
Click the X, exit this out. And the X on the top, on the left.
This?
Yes. Now click it again. Give it a minute to the Zoom app.
Click out again?
And then turn on the camera. You'll control it.
Oh, that looks better.
Okay, so now this is it.
Got it?
Go back. Got it.
What am I doing now? Click on what?
Zoom app.
Okay.
On the bottom on the app.
You mean join?
Go to the camera on the left. No. Exit this out. That's FaceTime. Make sure you're not on.
Exit what?
Okay. No, you click the X. Exit this out. And the X on the top.
So do I hit end? This?
No. Yes. Go back on YouTube now. Don't do anything. Now click it again. Give it a minute to the Zoom app.
Click out again?
And then turn on the camera. You'll control it.
Oh, that looks better. So what do I hit now?
Got it.
What am I doing now? Click on what?
Zoom app.
Okay.
On the bottom on the app.
You mean join?
The camera on the left. No. Exit this out. That's FaceTime. Make sure you're not on.
Exit what? Click on what?
No, you click the X. Exit this out.
Well, I'm on hit end. Google Chrome.
Yes. Now don't do anything. Now click it again. Give it a minute to the Zoom app.
Click out again.
And then turn on the camera. You'll control it.
Exit out of this. So what do I hit now? What am I doing now? Click on what? Okay.
On the bottom on the app.
What's all that noise?
Camera on the left. No. Exit this out. Now make sure you're not on.
All right, Mr. Michael, we're good.
On what?
No, you click the X. Exit this out.
Well, I'm on hit end. Google Chrome.
Yes. Now don't do anything. Now click it again. Give it a minute to the Zoom app.
Click out again.
And then turn on the camera. You'll control it.
Exit out of this. So what do I hit now?
What am
I doing now? Click on what? Okay. What's all that noise?
On the left.
All right, Mr. Michael, we're good.
What?
No, you click the X.
What's all that? What's that? All that other noise? Hit end. Google Chrome.
Yeah. Now don't do anything. Now click it again.
So, Mr. Michael, exit out of the YouTube on your computer. We're just going to be on the YouTube live.
What do I hit now? So exit out of where?
Out of your Chrome. We're good.
What? Out of Chrome?
Okay.
Yes.
What's that? All that other noise? Chrome.
Yeah. Now don't do anything. Now click it again.
So, Mr. Michael, exit out of the YouTube on your computer. We're just going to be on the YouTube live.
What do I hit now? So exit out of where?
Out of your Chrome. We're good.
What? I'm out of Chrome?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm out of Chrome.
Chrome. Yeah. Now don't do anything.
Is Miss Cammy there?
No.
So, Mr. Michael, exit out of the YouTube on your computer. We're just going to be on the YouTube live.
I did exit out of YouTube.
Exit out of your Chrome. We're good.
What?
I'm out of Chrome?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm out of Chrome.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but I don't see anything on my. I don't see,
We got the YouTube live is happening.
but I don't see anything.
It's okay. It's I'll read the comments for you. I have it open on my end.
How come I'm not open though?
That it was all the echoing, it was cows-ing. So we're good. Do you see me?
No, now I can see you very, very small. Yeah, I can't see the comments or anything. I'm trying to make this bigger. I can't. All right, now I see us both, but I don't see the comments or anything else.
It's okay. I'll read through the questions as they come in.
All right. Okay, hold on one second. Just let everybody know we're doing it. Well, it's 5 o'clock. We're not late, at least.
Perfect. Guys, if you can give us a thumbs up if you could hear everything is good, no more echoing. Okay, Mr. Michael, everybody's giving us thumbs up.
Good. How many people we got aboard right now? I don't like not being able to see anything, but
We have 260 people watching live right now.
okay. I'm trying to just hold on. I'm trying to get on also just so I can see some of the comments. Just give me a minute.
Okay, do you see it, Mr. Michael? You could open it on your phone.
Yeah, I got it on my phone. I'm still not seeing any of the comments, but whatever.
Perfect.
Oh, God. Oh, I got to get a little bit more tech savvy, guys. Hold on a minute. Guy, it was too bad. All right, forget about it. I can't see the comments, so you're gonna have to read them. Anyway, how many people we got? About 200, something like that.
300 now.
300. All right. Well, let me say hello to everybody. Number one, and thank you for jumping aboard. Let me introduce you to my dear friend and partner, Sam Hakabayan. And the reason I wanted to jump on this call, we have something coming up in the next couple of days, but I want to talk to you about the importance of mentorship and what it means and how we all need to have a mentor in our lives. You know, for me growing up, my mentor really was my dad. He was my first one. And then as I got older, I had one or two more that really taught me the ropes. And as a result of that, I was able to get ahead in my life, both on the street and fortunately after that, and get into the position that I'm in now. And I want to introduce Sam. Sam and I are now partners, but I want to tell you how this came about because I think it's very important. It's a good lesson for all of you, and it gives you an understanding, number one, of the power of mentorship, number two, the power of networking, and how things can lead up to something very significant in your lives, and what determination is all about, what sticking to something is all about, what knowledge is all about, reading, acquiring knowledge, getting as much information as you can in your life so that you can go on and pursue a trade, a career, a profession, whatever it might be, so that you can succeed. And why is it so important now? Well, we're going into some very difficult times. There's no question about it. We've had a rough time the past 2.5 years, 3 years since the pandemic. Some people have recovered. Unfortunately, a lot of people haven't. And I get messages and emails on social media all the time. Michael, I'm going through this. Michael, I have a problem here. Michael, can you help me out? I hear it so much and so often. And quite honestly, it's very distressing. It's disturbing to me because you don't like to see when other people are struggling in different ways. So I want Sam to tell his story, and we're going to tell what this is leading up to. We're not asking you, let me get this out front. We're not asking you to buy anything. There's no membership involved in this, nothing like that. But we are going to lead into something that I think is going to be very significant and a great opportunity for all of you later on. So with that, Sam, I want you to tell him how I first came to your attention, why, what kind of a kid you were, where you grew up, basically, and just give him a little background.
Perfect, Mr. Michael. Well,
Oh, and let me interrupt you for a minute. And then we will answer some questions. I know everybody loves questions. We're going to be able to stay on for about an hour, but we'll answer some questions. And hopefully you have questions that pertain to what we're talking about here now. But you know me, I answer everything that I can. Okay, Sam, sorry. Go ahead.
no, thank you, Mr. Michael. So a quick little background. Came from with an immigrant family. Mom was working as a cashier at Walmart and dad was a delivery driver at Papa John's Pizza. So growing up, we were a very close family, but it was also tough seeing, and it really puts a different drive in you when you see your family and parents going through struggling, looking to make ends meet, but serving you the best. So during those times, I was 10 years old, and my grandpa came and brought in a testimony for us to watch. It was translated in Armenian. And it starts off and it says, former made man of the Colombo crime family, Michael Franzese. And it starts off with your whole testimony of you sharing it. And I was 10 years old at the time. I probably watched it a dozen times because it resonated so much. I knew I wanted to get out and help my family get out of the situation they were in. I watched your life transformation and what you achieved in that life. And at the time, you became on the list, I had three people that I looked up to. It was Steve Jobs, Bruce Lee, and then Mr. Michael was added to the list. So it started off from that, and I followed you, and I was always watching the content you would produce, the testimonies you would share, and it was a dream to one day just meet you. And it happened so that when I was 19 years old, I got a job opportunity to knock on doors and sell roofing. It was a company called Colbex. A good friend now owns it, Wiseguy. So during that time, I go in, and you're a guest speaker at Valuetainment. And I asked Vosgan, I said, hey, is there a way you could purchase a ticket for me to go and shake Mr. Michael's hand or take a photo with him? And Vosgan says, well, Sam, I can't do it. If I do it for you, I got to do it for everybody. I'm like, come on, put a system in place. I really want to have a chance to meet with him. And Voss says, okay, you do 100,000 in sales, your first month of selling, I'm going to buy you a ticket to go meet with Michael Franzese. I said, great, I will get a chance to have a photo. So in the first month of selling, I had no clue about anything to do with roofing. I ended up doing about 140,000 in sales within the first 2 weeks. He says, okay, I'm not just buying a ticket for you. I'm buying a ticket for myself. We're both going to go fly out. We fly out, and during the first flight gets canceled. Second flight gets canceled. Third flight, we decide, hey, if there's cancellations, let's drive and fly out of San Francisco. We go to San Francisco. Mind you guys, this is the third flight that's getting canceled. We drive out to San Francisco and fly in. We fly a day late. And as we're pulling in, you're stepping out of the hotel, right? A split second, had we flown in earlier, I wouldn't have had that split second. So when we say, God's above and he makes things happen, it was one of those scenarios. As you're walking out, Mr. Michael, our taxi pulls in first to walk into the hotel. That split second I run up to and I said, oh, you're Michael Franzese. I flew out here to get a chance to see you and take a photo with you. And you said, well, what are you waiting for? Let's get the photo. My Uber ride is here. And afterwards, I asked for your contact. You were kind enough. You shared it, and we were able to get in touch. And the rest is history. But it was that split second of being a fan, having the dream of one day meeting you, going out, selling roofs door to door, hitting a record number, flying out, flights getting canceled, and not saying, hey, let's not go. We drove to the Bay Area, flew from the Bay, and that split second was able to make the difference. And here we are today.
And now I want you all to understand something. He was 10 years old when he saw three people that he, targeted that he wanted to meet in his life. 10 years old. And what that means to me, Sam is kind of a mirror image of myself in many ways, because at a young age, I had something in me. I was pretty driven. I wanted to accomplish. I didn't know what at that point. I guess if you would ask me at 10, what I wanted to be in my life, I would have said, I want to play center field for the New York Yankees because I was a Yankee fan and I love Mickey Mantle. But I had that drive in me from early on. And, it's never too late to start something, but you got to have a certain amount of drive in you to want to achieve something in your life. You can't just sit around. You can't, spend your days on social media. You can't think that something is going to happen for you if you don't make it happen for yourself. And I've said this many times, and it was a lesson that I learned, and I want everybody to pay attention to this. I was 10, 11 years old, something like that. My mother was very hard on me, very, very hard on me. I was the oldest of my brothers and sisters, and she never spared the rod or anything like that. She just, very tough on me. So I'm about 10 years old, and I forget what she was yelling at me for. I don't remember if she hit me or not. I don't know. Anyway, I walked into the living room, and my Uncle Joe was in there. Now, my Uncle Joe is a very tough, hard-drinking guy. He was a merchant marine. He spent 25 years at sea, drunk like a fish. I mean, he was just a really tough guy. And I walked into the room and I must have had tears in my eyes. I don't know, frustration, upset. And he looked at me and he says, "What's wrong with you?" And I said, "Uncle Joe, my mother's at it again. She's bothering me." And he said, "Do you have a dictionary in this house?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Go get it." Just like that. So I go up, I get the dictionary. He says, "Open it up." He said, "I want you to look at the word sympathy. Look at the definition and don't ever look for it again." He told me just like that. He said, "Nobody's going to do anything for you in this life. You have to do it for yourself." And that was it. And that stuck in my head. From that point on, I realized that if I wanted to make it in life, I had to do it myself. And I think Sam, he didn't have to go through that. He was just driven. It was something within him, wanted to help his family. And by the way, I will tell you this, they took over a Papa John's pizza that was just about bankrupt. And they got it for practically nothing. They talked their way into it by just presenting themselves the right way. And that Papa John's now is probably the most successful one and has been in the whole state of California. The family turned it around and Sam worked that for quite a long time, from the time he was, 14, 15 years old, maybe younger. So that kind of drive is important. Now, who was Sam's mentor at that point? Well, he was creating his own mentors just by reading and getting knowledge and understanding and learning, because he had that drive in him. So even though it may not have been, I'm sure his father was a mentor to him. His dad's a wonderful person. I've met him. His mom, the same. But he almost mentored himself or created the mentors just by seeking the knowledge that he sought, I should say. And I want you to cut to the time that you called me to come down and have lunch with me.
Perfect. And praise God, Mr. Michael. And to your point, it's about seeking. I remember when, just a quick add to it. When I was first grade in America, didn't really speak English. I wanted to learn how to play chess. So I went to join the chess club at school. And they said, well, you need to know how to play chess to join because the season is halfway in. I went and asked my grandpa, hey, can you teach me how to play chess? And he said, no, go learn it yourself. I said, well, how am I supposed to learn it? He said, go read a book about it. And that was one of the biggest lessons I had, is by just going and learning and reading. And then I was able to be the champion for 6 years afterwards. And it just shows, if you have the drive and the desire to learn something, the only obstacle that stands in the way of you and your dreams is yourself. Go in, find the person, learn. Looking up to you and learning from you at a young age was a big part of what I was able to achieve. But to bring us back, I reached out to you and you were kind enough. We met together for lunch. It was supposed to be a 30-minute, 1 hour max lunch meeting. We ended up spending 3 to 4 hours together that day. And you were opening Slices at the time, Slices Pizza. And I said, hey, there's a connection I have from Papa John's, Simon Smith. I could make an introduction, former vice president. You said, Sam, that would be great. And I had a marketing agency at the time. If there's any way I could support, I'm here. And I think that was able to, I'll never forget. You said, Sam, here's my number. You sent me a text message saying, from this point on, you're my young brother. I appreciate you offering the help. Anything you need, I'm a text away. And that was really a paradigm shift for me, because I'm like, this is Mr. Michael Franzese. Why did he just give his contact again and said, if you need anything, give me a call? And I was a 21-year-old kid. And that also shows the level of humility you've always had and you have, to even sit down with a 21-year-old and mentor and guide and put on the right track.
Well, yes. And we had a great lunch, and I was opening Slices at that point in time. And here's where the networking aspect comes in, because Sam had connections that I was able to utilize. And we got together kind of, doing a little bit in the pizza business. We weren't doing anything more than that. But we got to know each other a little bit. I got to know somebody very significant in Papa John's that was able to help us in Slices. And we started to form this relationship. So networking, extremely important. Sam and I know each other just a little bit of time now. I'm opening up his Slices. He has Papa John's, and all of a sudden he has somebody that could be beneficial to me in my new business venture. I can't even stress the importance of networking, getting to know people, putting them in your mental Rolodex, so that maybe if you're not, if there's not something you can do with them now, it might be a time in the future when you can do it. So mentoring, mentorship and networking, two important aspects if you want to get ahead in life. Keep going, Sam. Cut to when was the next meeting? Well, we had a couple of meetings in between on various things, but then, pay dirt comes, so to speak. What happens then?
So to your point, Mr. Michael, what you've always done too is, and I've seen this working together, we work a lot day to day as well. You never look at a person as what's the advantage I could take from him right now. You always look at adding value. And if anytime you need something, you've done that for them. And if not, then hey, you just did good work. And that's something I've been learning from you. And I think in networking, it's crucial, right? You don't just network with people because you could take something away from them today. You network with them to add value to their life. And if anything ever comes down, it'll be helped. So on that note, the connection was made. It was turning into a successful venture. He was able to add value. We were constantly staying in touch. You actually took on the mentor role. I was giving you problems I was having in the business world in my other venture, and you were always advising me, putting me on the right track. And then when you guys were doing the grand opening in Dallas, I flew out there to help with the grand opening. And during that grand opening time, the idea came, hey, there's so many people that follow Mr. Michael. He's a symbol of transformation. Wine has always been a symbol of transformation. Why not put the two together? So I remember we were in the back room where the Tony's son was doing the dough, and I said, hey, Mr. Michael, I have a request. He said, what is it? There's this idea of taking your brand, your legacy, and putting it on Armenian bottles of wine. My uncle owns a vineyard, a winery. And you said, Sam, you know what? I think we could do it. It's a great idea. Let's put the legacy on. But first, I got to sample the wine and make sure it's good wine before we do anything else. And we shook hands, and then the rest, leave it to you. The rest, I guess, is history.
Yeah, and I want to tell you something. I'm going to be honest, Sam. I've said this to you many times, and I've told other people that we've been involved with. I like wine. I grew up, my grandfather was serving it to me at 10 years old. He was making it in his basement in Brooklyn. He also had a bakery. So we grew up around wine. When I was 10 years old, I was drinking it. And let me make this clear. I'm not a real drinker. I don't drink anything other than wine. And when I drink wine, it's always with my friends, with my family. It's kind of a relationship thing with me. So when you said Armenia and that your uncle had a vineyard in Armenia for quite some time, I said, well, Italian wine's okay. And wines from Napa Valley, California, okay. But I wasn't familiar. I'd never drinking an Armenian wine or really anything from Eastern Europe, from that area. Tried the wine. The wine was good. And it was really good. I enjoyed it. But quite honestly, everybody, I went into business not so much because of the wine itself. I happen to know it's a good industry, and I happen to know what my end game is and what our end game, I should say, is, what our goals are. But I really went into business because of Sam and because of his family, because he became the product for me. It was more him than the wine. And I've told people this many times, if you're in business and you want to get your foot in the door, you have to be the product. It's the way you present yourself, the way you carry yourself. It means so much to the person or people that you're in front of. Do we like this person or not? That's going to be more significant at times than the product that you're selling. Trust me on that. I've been through this my entire life. So as a result of that, I said, okay, let's give it a shot. And again, met his family, wonderful people. And, so we go into business just about, I think March will be 2 years. Is that right, Sam?
March is when we received our first product. We started selling door to door on the shelves in stores October of 2022. So it's been a year where we started distributing, and March is when we received the first shipment and opened it online.
Okay. And I can tell you at this point, it wasn't me being there in name only. I really wanted to make this thing work. Sam had a certain goal. He said by 30 years old, he wanted to be a billionaire. And I said, well, that's aggressive. I can tell you that. Back in the day, me in my mid-20s, I was, I had several $1 million to my name. Let's put it that way. But I was doing it mostly illegally at the time. But $1 billion is aggressive. But hey, you may as well set your goals high, set your standards high. This way, if you fall short, you're still doing really well, And I said, you know what? I want to help this young man get to that point. This is an industry where things like that happen. Major buyouts come from, companies that haven't been in business that long, but have pretty good market share. So, let me let Sam tell you where we are at this point. I'm going to tell you why we're doing all this. And I keep telling you, no, we're not asking you for money. I'm going to tell you why we're doing all this. So tell him what we've accomplished now in the past, year that we're selling.
So USA Today wrote an article on us saying we're one of the fastest growing wine brands, and without us without our awareness or us influencing them, they wrote us on the $1 billion wine brand already. So we're a little bit away from that, guys. But what we've done in about a year is we've been able to obtain online direct to consumer distribution in 40 states, meaning if you order online, we're able to ship to you. So we were able to get that. We've been able to obtain big distributors like Heidelberg, Cisco Foods, those trucks you see everywhere. Veritas in Michigan, we're in talks of finalizing a deal with O-Pee-Chee. We got a deal with Kroger. Kroger owns about 2,500 retail stores. And getting into Kroger as a first, second year product is something that not a lot of brands are able to do, but they really believe in you guys, believe in the community, believe in Mr. Michael, believe in the product, and they were able to get us in. So we're in with Kroger, Rayleigh's, and we're just growing and expanding. Our first year, we don't want to disclose the numbers for competitive purposes, but we've been doing good. One of the fastest growing wine brands, and I mean next year, what's ahead for us? 12 states. We have investors already approaching us, big banks, and saying, "Hey, we want to invest with you guys. We want to put money in," and that's where Mr. Matthew said, "Hey, first we got to give our people before we give it to the big banks." So we've been growing really fast, and 2024 is looking like a massive year. We'll do over 1 million bottles in 12 states, virtual augmented reality campaigns, PR releases, podcast tours, bottle signings in local stores. I mean, we have an entire roster of things that we're going to be doing next year. But as far as our first year, 2023, we're one of the fastest growing brands in the country.
Yes, and that's I attribute a lot to Sam's work here, and the fact that, like I said, I'm more than a figurehead here. I really want this company to work, and I will tell you something because I feel good about this, Sam, and I want to do it. When we went to Kroger, whose offices are in Cincinnati, they have 25 or 2,800 stores nationwide. It's a huge account. You normally can't get into this account unless you go through a major distributor. And we, for tactical reasons, did not want to go through a major distributor. So Sam came up with a great idea. He said, "Mr. Michael, I want you to do a video personally to the person that he identified as the person that brings the wine in for Kroger." So I did a personal video to that person, and we're granted a meeting. And we actually flew into Cincinnati and we sat down with all the brass. And during that meeting, the person said to us, "Listen, we have a lot of celebrity brands. We've never had a celebrity come and sit in this office with us. And that shows us your true commitment to making this work." And I told him, I said, "Listen, I'm taking this the distance. We want to go all the way with it. And yeah, it's just not my name. What I put my name on matters to me. And I'm backing this young man all the way because he's put in the work, the effort, and he's done tremendous work here in the past year. And we have a great product. People are loving it." So all these things combined, I want to show you the commitment I have here. Now, I want to tell you what this is all about. And this is what it is. I want every one of you to be my partner. And this is not about money. This is about all of you. I'm giving you an opportunity to be my partner in this and to help spread the word on Franzese wine. I'm not going to give you the details now because I only want to do that with people that are really interested. So what we're doing this Friday at what time, Sam?
Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific Central Time. We're going to be doing a Zoom live. I'll be putting it here in the chat, guys. You could click on it, sign up. Because you need to sign up to receive the link where we're going to go over the entire company, the sales we've had, the campaigns we're launching, the states we're going to be in, what our plan is. You can make money as the brand succeeds and truly just become a partner of ours. The interactions you'll have, again, the banks came to us and said, "Hey, we want to invest money." And Mr. Michael said, "Sam, before we let them in, we got to let our people know about it and give the chance to our people because our community has helped us build it." We're both heavily invested into this brand. We're taking it the distance. It's going to be a massive success. And in that Zoom live, we're going to share with you all the details and where we plan on taking it. I'll put it here in the chat, but it'll also be in tomorrow's videos chat. Go to our website, sign up. You'll receive it in an email, but it's also going to be here in the chat, the link you could click on to sign up.
Yeah, and I sincerely mean this. We know how to grow this country, and we know how to grow this company, I should say. And I want all of you to participate with me. I'm telling you right now. And this will be an offer that you shouldn't refuse, because everybody that's on this chat now will be capable of being my partner, every one of you. So I don't know your income, I don't know anything that you're doing, but I can tell you that every one of you will be able to be my partner. And for those of you that are interested, because again, I love these lives, and I'll answer some questions afterwards. And I appreciate all the support that all of you give me through YouTube and all the social media and all my live events and everything else. I really mean that. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But I only want people that are really serious and are really going to help us out here. Because we have a tremendous opportunity here that I want to share with my people first, and then we'll go elsewhere when we need to. But I think we have enough here. And you people are going to love this. You're going to have an opportunity to say, hey, I'm Michael Franzese's partner, 100% legit. And I guarantee you're going to be seeing me in different places throughout the country, throughout the world, because at some point in time, we believe Franzese wine will be a worldwide product and brand. It's leading in that direction. We have somebody here I saw in the chat asked about Australia. We're developing a contact and a distributor in Australia now. I met with them when I was there about a month ago. United Kingdom, I'm doing a big tour there. They're soliciting us. I have a big following in the UK. They want our wine. They want it everywhere. There's no place that doesn't want it. And we are rapidly, what we're doing, I don't think any other company has done to this point so far. So that's what this is all about. Again, you have to, how do you do that, Sam? By email? You got to join it?
So I have it here. Look for it, guys. There's in the comments by Franzese Wine. The website is crowdfunding.francesewine.com/fundraiser. Go to our website, sign up for our emails. We're going to be putting it everywhere. Look for it on social media. Again, it's crowdfunding.francesewine.com/fundraiser. Keep an eye out on it. It's going to be in the link for the video tomorrow. You'll see it on social media and the email list. And one more thing, Mr. Michael, why this is unique. Guys, as a fan of Mr. Michael, I speak here. You're not going to have another Michael Franzese, right? How many times are you going to have somebody in their youth get to the ranks that Mr. Michael got to, transform their life and turn to God, take care of their family, leave that life without putting anybody into prison, without causing anybody harm, without collaborating with the government? How many times? You're not going to have that story again. So, Mr. Michael, you're somebody special, and reading through the comments, seeing what everybody is also saying, the lives your story has changed, and you being a symbol for transformation, your life, your story, wine being a symbol for transformation, putting the two together. And this isn't just for you another celebrity brand, it's a part of the legacy. And you're standing behind it. We're seeing the work you're putting behind. And, you know, as a fan, I'm also thankful for the opportunity. And now you're opening that opportunity for everybody to become a partner and join on the success that this company has ventured on.
Well, thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. And, you know, to add to that, people, I consider myself one of the most fortunate, one of the most blessed persons on the planet, because it really could have went in another direction for me. And for some reason, God has had his hand in all of this. And I'm just very fortunate to be alive and free and have the opportunities that I've had over the past 25 years to share that. And I want to stress this again. Everybody that's on this chat right now, that's on this, can be a part of this. This is not a question of money and all that kind. I'm telling you, everybody can do it. Every one of you on this right now can be my partner. But I only want those that are serious. And I mean that, because I'm going to rely on you, okay, for something. And I'm not going to get into it now, because I'd be selling you short. Because again, I only want to give this to the people that really want to be a part of this, become my partner in reality, not name only, in reality only. And reality also. And I believe that this will be a tremendous opportunity for you going forward in your future. And I really mean that. So again, sign up right now. Don't wait. Sign up. I'm anxious to talk to every single one of you. And I'm telling you this, you have a friend, you have a brother, you have an uncle, you have a neighbor, you have a coworker. Get them on this chat on Friday afternoon. Get them on this webinar. Because this is a tremendous opportunity that we're offering. You know, it came into my head when we were going to go another route. I said, no, let me do this first. I have so many loyal followers And if there's a way that I can give them something back, aside from, the content that I provide, then I would love to do that. So again, Friday afternoon, get on the link right now. I'll do that. Then I'm going to answer some questions. Maybe if you have one for Sam, he'll answer them too. And make the questions. Come on, don't give me silly ones, people. Give me the good ones. I'm looking at a lot of them. There's a lot of good ones up here. But first, right now, before I answer a question, I'm going to take 1 minute. Everybody, go and put their email into the link. Let's do it right now. I want every one of you on that webinar on Friday. If I sign up, am I a made guy? You're a made guy in Franzese wine. How's that? That's better than being a made guy. Trust me. "30 more seconds. Get your emails in there. Our Life Do Better. You're late to the chat. Our Life Do Better. Go and put your email in the link right now. It's not costing you anything. Put your email in there.
It's crowdfunding.francesewine.com/fundraiser. The link is constantly being posted by Franzese Wines in the chat, guys. Copy and paste it.
Where do we put the email? Are they seeing it? I'm clicking the reserve my spot. It's not working.
You're going to receive the email. If you input your phone number, your name, phone number, and email, you're going to receive the email with the link. And again, if that doesn't work for you, just keep an eye out. We're going to be posting it on social media. We're going to be sending it via email campaign. So just keep an eye out for it as well.
Yeah, and I'll post it up on Twitter. I'll post it on Instagram. It'll be all over. So in the next 2 days, you'll be able to see it. And that's Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. I want in as a partner. Lenny, you're going to be my partner. Polly Castro, I know that name. Probably knew one of your relatives. Put it in the description. Can we put it in the description, Sam, or is it in there?
So what I'm going to do, Mr. Michael, I'm going to text it to you. And if you could copy paste it from your channel on the link, that way it'll stay there because it'll be a link from you.
Put it in the chat.
I'm going to text it over to you right now. So you could put it in the chat from your end because you have the master YouTube.
Well, actually, I have this on my phone because I don't have you on my computer. So I'd have to put it in the chat. Can you put it in the chat?
Yes, I'm going to send it to you. You'll just put it in the chat from the computer. I'm going to send it to you right now.
Can you read it to me?
Yep. So it's going to be crowdfunding.francesewine.
Crowdfunding.francesewine.
crowdfunding.francesewine.com/fundraiser.
Okay, got it. All right, go to my thing, crowdfunding.francesewine.com/fundraiser. Don't anybody get nervous about the fundraising thing. I'm telling you that everybody here right now will be able to be my partner. Trust me on this, and you'll learn that on Friday. Every single one of you on this, no problem whatsoever. That's just what we have to call it that, and you'll understand why I'm telling you that.
It's going to be a massive opportunity. I mean, what's ahead for the brand, and it's going to be a massive opportunity for everybody that joins.
How many of you want to be my partner?
Okay.
Michael LaFiglia, this is not about raising funds. That's why I'm not going to reveal anything now. You're just going to be on that webinar on Friday, and I guarantee you everyone on here will be able to be my partner and be involved in this program. It's that good, and we've set it up that well that everybody can be involved. Doesn't matter where you are. You could be homeless practically. You can be involved in this.
Well, then there's tiers to it as well, and we do have a limited number of people. We have a certain number that we need to hit, and afterwards the fund will be closed, and we're gonna go out and do what we have to do in the next couple of years. Bring the I mean, we'll get into the details. It's not gonna be a couple of years. You'll be able to get rewarded from it, but just stay tuned. Join us on the webinar, and we'll do it. But if there's any business questions, you guys have a couple big announcements, Mr. Michael, while we get the link posted in. I sent it to Kurt as well. We do have non-alcohol wine coming out next year as well. So there's a lot of people that don't drink wine for the alcohol, small concentration. We have non-alcoholic wine. We have other drinks. We have Napa Cab coming out. We're going to be bringing wine from Italy. We're going to go travel the world, bring the best wine, put Mr. Michael's thumbprint on it, use our distribution partners to get it out there. So we're going to be doing a lot of exciting stuff.
Yeah, and every one of you are going to want it to walk into your local restaurant, your local bar, wherever, and see a bottle of our wine and say, "I'm Michael's partner," and legitimately be my partner. And and again, I'm not revealing it now, but just listen to me. You'll trust me until Friday. Every one of you will be able to be my partner, but we only want the serious ones, okay? Because really, people, this is all about market share for us, and we want every one of you working for us and really get invested in the company. And when I say invested, that you really want this, that this is something important to you, that meaningful to you. You don't have to quit your job or do anything like that, but you're going to feel you're going to be a part of this. Trust me.
Somebody's asking what's happening with your pizza machine.
That's another one. My partner actually right now is in Henderson, Nevada, because we're putting a big kitchen together to provide for all the machines. We have a contract now with Lowe's department stores. They have 1,700 stores throughout the country, and we have to put 111 machines in California first because they have 111 stores there. We have 9 that are in Tesla. We're in Hyatt hotels. We're moving, but that's not something for you people at the moment. For right now, when you see the machine, you'll try it and you'll love the pizza. And then you'll be asking me how you can get involved in that too. It's a little different deal. It's a whole different concept that we have there. But we'll talk about that in another time. But you're going to love them. I guarantee you, when you taste the pizza out of the machine, you're going to think, if I blind tasted it to you, you would know that it came out of a machine. You would think it came out of the oven. It's that good. I wouldn't be involved otherwise because I love pizza and it's got to be good or I wouldn't be involved with it.
One of the thing Don Smith put in, the wine sells itself. It's that good. Well, thank you. We appreciate your business.
Thank you. Quentin Amaruk, I'd like to participate, but I'm worried not to be regular enough. I believe listen to the webinar and then you make the decision at that point in time. Because we're going to tell you what we expect of you.
Well,
worst link ever. I tried many times. Well, listen, don't give up tonight. If for any reason you can't get in, we're going to keep posting it. Be diligent. That shows us that you really want in. And just keep trying so that you can get there on Friday. Sam, can you repeat the link? It's in my chat if you can find it, but repeat it, Sam.
It's going to be crowdfunding.francesewine.com/fundraiser. I have all 3 wines and I love it. Thanks, Michael. Well, thank you, Justin. I won't give up. Do you expect me to kill? What does that mean?
Does the pomegranate bottle wine have pomegranate in it? It does.
It's made out of pomegranate. Perfect. Well, Mr. Michael, what we'll do is looks like we're getting some inquiries from the website as well. We'll send that over to people. Just
Great.
keep an eye out on it. Keep an eye out on social media. We're going to be promoting it for the next few days. We're having the live on Friday. We'll hit the seat limit. We get 1,000 people on the live, so we'll host another one. Just keep an eye out on it, guys, and we're going to be sharing it with you.
Yes, and let me, like I said, we got a few more minutes. Let me answer a couple of questions, okay? Just arrived in the USA. Hope you have a coming gig here in Orange County. Michael, yes, I do. I have one in February in Orange County. What proof do we receive for investing? You come on, listen, nobody pushes you into anything. You guys come on the webinar on Friday. You look at everything and you make your own decision. All I'm telling you is this is an opportunity that's available to every single one of you. So you make a decision. And we only want people that are going to commit to this. We know you're going to like the wine. That's not the problem. But we want you as our partners. And that means you're going to have to make a certain commitment. And it'll pay off for you big time in the end. And again, you don't have to quit your job. You don't have to do anything different than what you're doing now. It's an opportunity we're extending to you. I love wine. I can't wait to try your wine. J.R. Boyle, thank you. Do I use lime when I dig a hole in the sticks? I don't know about that. You will have a dessert wine? Yes, we do. We have one now. We're not putting too many brands out there at once. Our lead brands are selling very well. And the way this industry goes, you don't just throw everything out there at one time. But we're going to be introducing, like Sam said earlier, different brands along the way. We have a killer non-alcoholic wine that is extremely popular right now. And it's selling well everywhere. And you're going to love ours. I can tell you that. Okay, post link on the description. Do you enjoy playing the role of the dumb gangster over again? Yes or no? I don't know what that means, Telly Savalas, but whatever. Where's the link? It should be in there. Not a wine drinker, but good luck. That's okay. You don't have to drink wine. Hey, Michael, have you ever thought about creating your own clothing line? In the process of doing that now. People have come to me for that. I've rejected most of it, but this latest one, I think I'm going to go along with. Looking forward to the webinar. Thank you. Jesus turned water into wine. Absolutely. Remember that. If someone signs up, I can't. These things come so fast, Sam. I can't read them all. I try. Thoughts on the Netflix Mob Boss series. Monday, I'll be reviewing each episode of How to Become a Mob Boss. Myself, Sammy Gravano, we contributed to that. I'll be reviewing each episode starting this Monday on Mob Movie Monday. There's 6 episodes. So every Monday you'll get my feelings on it. All in all, I think it's a pretty good series. Franzese Suits, yep. Review movie Angelo, my love. I'll be there, boss. Thank you. I'm 64, worked at Vantage Petroleum in Seaford. Wow. Larry Iorizzo, my own partner. That's where it all started for me, back in Seaford. Michael Franzese, will you open up a pizza location in Toronto, Ontario? We're not in the franchise business anymore. Right now, we're doing our micro vending machines, and they're becoming very, very popular. You'll see what I mean. They'll be all over the place in a short period of time. I was watching it right when where do you rank the movie Gotti? The first Gotti, HBO, 1996, top of the list. Terrific. The one with John Travolta, don't even bother. Don't watch it. Alto Heights will postpone too late. Did you know the president of China was in the U.S.? Yes. And I know that our governor here, Newsom, decided to clean up the state of the city because President Z was coming in, whatever his name is. And meanwhile, it's been an absolute disaster for the taxpayers and the people that reside there. But because they want to, they want to impress a foreign leader who's been really bad to us lately, they clean up the city. But they wouldn't do it for their taxpayers, and they wouldn't do it for the residents. They do it for him. A joke. This guy should be thrown out of office. Excuse me. Nice to catch you live. Opinions on Anthony Raimondi. Come on. Anthony Raimondi is as phony as a $3 bill. All praise to Jesus. Looking forward to Friday, Michael. Thank you. John Gotti was the last real Don. Okay. At least I try to watch all your videos. We have a Papa John's here in St. John's. Okay. Anything else? I'm looking for questions.
So one of the other things, Mr. Michael, for the people that do participate in this, again, for us, we're opening this up for you because there's a lot of contracts, there's a lot of deals that the company's getting. We have great people around us, great people on the team. We're opening the opportunity for you to get in to be part of the success. And we're also going to have links for you where you can send a link. And if people purchase online, you're getting paid every time they buy. So you're immediately going to start making money with us. You're going to have the ability to go and ask at the local liquor stores. And if we do get purchases, you'll be compensated for it. So not only are you going to become an owner of the company, a stakeholder, you're going to own your stock certificates. It's going to be online through WeFunder, the platform that we're going to use for the crowdfunding. You're going to be able to be an owner, be able to make money with it, and contribute to the success. We're going to have our monthly, quarterly Zoom calls where we're going to keep everybody posted, what's happening, where the company is headed. You'll get to know who the leaders are from the investors that are helping grow the brand. We're going to have incentives, rewards. It's just going to be an amazing, amazing ride, guys. And we're happy. And thank you, Mr. Michael, for opening the door for the team, for the people to see it, for the people to be able to participate in it and be a part of this success. If you could share some of how much you were making in the gasoline business and how we're trying to beat that number in the wine.
Well, we were pulling down 5, 6, 7, sometimes $10 million a week. So we're in industry now where legitimately those numbers can be a reality. And it's why I chose to go into business, because possibly if Sam had come to me and, wanted to sell suits or hats or something else, I might have said no. But I know how lucrative this industry could be, and I know where we're headed. And I want to make this clear to all of you there. This company is very well funded. We're in very good shape. But we know what's important here is market share. And that's why we want you as partners. And that's why I said everybody that's on this chat or that's in this live right now can be a part of this. We only want people that want to be involved. If you don't want to be involved, hey, no disrespect whatsoever. We get it. There's other things in life. But if you're serious about, moving ahead in life, if you want to be my partner, if you want to have some enjoyment, and you want an opportunity to really make money for little time and little effort in this, I think you're going to be impressed with what we have to offer. I really mean that. But I want to make that clear. We're very well funded. This company is in good shape. We have a lot of inventory. We're moving things very, very well. But this is an opportunity for expansion for us and for all of you. So, and again, it'll be explained very thoroughly on Friday. And we hope most of you tune in. So, do you think Gotti would have lasted long after killing Paulie if he didn't get arrested? Honestly, no. I know that, a lot of people were upset with him for doing that. I can't make a prediction, but I know it wouldn't have been an easy ride. Let's put it that way. John was very capable of handling himself. We saw that, but it wouldn't have been easy. You don't kill a boss without the commission sanctioning it. And, the wrong people were rubbed wrong on that. But again, I don't know what the outcome might have been or could have been, but I know it wasn't received well by a lot of people in power. What's going on with Mob Ties? Mob Ties is moving. We had a big call the other day. We're having another call from what I understand at the end of the month. I have now people, I want to explain myself a little bit. This has been the most rigorous and hectic travel year that I've had since before the pandemic. One of the reasons for that is because I had 45 or so dates canceled during the pandemic, and we had to make them all up over the last 2 years. And that's aside from all the new dates that I took on. And in the meantime, I'm, helping to run slices, participating in Franzese wine. I wrote a book during that time. It's been a very rigorous year for me. But I only have one speaking date now between now and the end of the year, and that's in Rhode Island. We have ticket sales are going very well there. It's the day before New Year's Eve. So we're going to have kind of a, end the old year, bring in the New Year's celebration. And I'm looking forward to that. But other than that, I'm home now, so I can focus and concentrate on things that are important to me. And Franzese wine is at the top of my list because I'm very encouraged with the progress that we've made and what I see happening in the future here. So, I'll be very heavily invested in this. I can tell you all that. And we will be on calls. And Sam is a great communicator. He doesn't let anything slip by him. You'll hear from him probably more than you may want to at times, but he's going to keep you up to date on everything for sure. Okay, we got 11 more minutes. I promised an hour, so we'll do an hour. 8 weed hard promotion campaigns, etc. Why is the link so hard to get? Every time I'm on live and I put a link up, it seems to be hard to get to, not only here with other things too, but just keep watching for it. It's going to be on social media tonight. I'll put it up on Twitter, X, whatever they call it. We'll also have it on Instagram. Sam will be posting it. FranzeseWine.com. Is it going to be on our website too,
It's
Sam?
going to be on our website. If they're not seeing the link right now, the simplest thing you guys could do is go to francesewine.com, contact us, fill in your information, and say that you're looking to join the webinar for the crowdfunding, or just type it in, you need the link, and we'll have it emailed out to you to sign up. And
Yeah.
it'll be posted everywhere. You'll get emails of it. We're going to be promoting it for the next 2 days.
Yeah, somebody said to me, you're slowly pulling away from slices. No, I'm more involved in slices than I've ever been. We've been working hard ever since this vending machine came to us about a year and a half ago, and we've made a tremendous amount of progress. And like I said, my partner Tony, who Sam knows well also, is in Anderson, Nevada today. We're putting up a 10,000 square foot kitchen that's going to be providing for all the slices machines that we're sending out there. So by no means am I pulling out. I'm even more invested time-wise and everything else. So Mr. Franzese, I'm a big fan. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Don't forget about me, Cousine, DJ Shark Hitter. I don't forget. Can invest in CDN currency for equal share. I don't know what that is, but again, every question that you have will be answered on Friday. Is A-Light a liar? People, you know that I don't disparage anybody. I don't want to get into all of that. I want to tell you this. You know, I can use some of the time for this. I am not happy about all the nonsense that's going around on social media. You know, people bad-mouthing people, talking who's calling who a liar and all of this. It's non-productive. I don't engage in it. I won't engage in it. I think I'm beyond that point in my life. I've never engaged in anything like that. I don't think you build a career for yourself by bad-mouthing other people. All that says to me is you have nothing positive about yourself to talk about. So why would I engage in any of that? And I wish the other guys would stop. Some of the guys really, they're not even involved in the life in any way, but, you know, they're trying to create a platform for themselves. I get it. But, you know, don't expect me to be involved in any of that. I won't. I never have been. I don't care what people say about me. Doesn't matter. I just keep moving forward. Besides your father, who did you, these things go so fast. Ignore the ignorance. Very, very right, my friend. Michael, do you fear death? I don't fear death. I'm not looking forward to it because I love this world, my family, and everything that God has done for me. But as a Christian, I know that paradise awaits if we accept Christ as our Savior, and I have, and we're sincere about it. You know, we can't pull a scam on God. I think God knows our hearts. He certainly knows mine. So I don't fear death. I'm not looking forward to it tomorrow. You know, I hope I get another 30 years, at least outlive my dad. He lived to 103. I'd like to do that if I'm in good shape. But no, people, you know what? You got to have a relationship with Jesus who changes you from the inside out and takes a lot of fear and a lot of things that troubled you in your life. They just go away because there is a comfort and confidence knowing Jesus Christ. And listen, you know that I don't hit anybody over the head with my faith. I don't force anybody into Christianity, but neither do I hide it. And I would sing it on the rooftops if I was able to, because the Lord Jesus Christ has saved my life, and I'll never forget that. Michael, I really wanted your wine. Okay. Somebody's asking about Canada. We're already in Canada. Sammy, tell some people where we are in Canada.
We're in Ontario. We're getting ourselves into a lot of the restaurants. We want to get into the restaurant business before we're in the LCBO liquor stores there. So if you go to your local restaurant, especially in Ontario, ask if they have Franzese wine. Chances are they do. We're in most of the places. You could also go on our website, submit a list, and then we'll be able to send out a list of the restaurants we are in Canada.
Yeah, I just, you know, I don't like to sidestep anything. Somebody asked me whatever happened to Larry Carrozza. Dear friend, Mike Gumbada, very sad story. It's not something to get into right now. You know, but it's one of the deepest regrets that I have in my life that young man is gone. And I'll leave it at that for now. Are you still doing the documentary on the FBI framing people, mainly your dad? We're working on it. It's not a priority, I'll be honest with you. You know, there are other things that are happening film-wise with respect to me and TV-wise with respect to me. We just got over a strike, so it's going to take a little while for, you know, the networks and the streaming platforms and the studios to regroup. But we're right in the middle of that, I would say, and we'll see what happens. It's crazy business, but I believe it's going forward. Will there be a something on Friday. Will there be a Black Friday sale? I guess, well, I mean, nationally, I think so. Oh, for us, Sam, you could address that.
So right now, it was just uploaded today, guys. If you go to our website, francesewine.com, we have the Franzese family pack, which is our pomegranate, Malbec, Arani, and sweet dessert port blend. Those are our top 4 sellers everywhere we've entered. You get all 4 bottles. You get a Franzese wine chain with the logo and one of our slogans in the back. You're going to receive a signed bottle, a magazine, 5 life lessons from Mr. Michael on a nice little postcard. So you'll get the whole box. That's going to be our Black Friday offer. That's $200 worth of value. We're cutting it in half for you for $99. And then we're already having our products listed on sale. The prices are going to be going up next year, especially with a lot of the retailers. They're telling us, I mean, Kroger shared with us, you guys are underpricing your product. You need to sell it higher. So they're going to ask us to list the product prices higher because it's a good quality product. So get it while it's on a reasonable discounted price this year. But yeah, so we have our offer already on our website if you were to go visit.
Yeah, someone asked me, I just saw it. I think it was Lee Cole, I'm not sure, but what I thought of Sandra Petty, who is a reporter at Newsday who wrote a book about my dad. I like Sandra. I thought she was a very nice lady. I don't necessarily agree with everything in the book. And as a result, I think they asked me to promote it a little bit. I didn't read all of it, I'll be honest with you. So I can't really comment on all of it, but there were some things that I thought were exaggerated, weren't correct in there. Let's put it that way. But I like Sandra. She was a very nice lady. The people at Newsday that I dealt with, Bobby Cassidy, Sandra Petty, they were nice people. So, I can leave it at that. Michael, what lesson from your dad would you give to the youth? Oh, gosh. My dad gave me so many strong lessons, people, and I give it to the youth now as I travel the country and travel the world, actually, and speak to a lot of young people. But maybe I'll do an entire video on that one day. How's that? And in Mob Ties, we do talk about that a lot. We do mentor young people. So, okay, we got a few more minutes. Hi, Michael. Are you going to get where? God, this thing goes so fast, Sam. I cannot. Is there any question that you were asked that caught you off guard? I love to share things with you. Jordan Peterson. I got to tell you this. I did an interview. Sam was actually watching when we were doing that interview. Very brilliant guy, very intense. And he asked me something, he said, Michael, how did you do during your time in the street? How did you do some of the things that you did? And I said, well, you know what, Jordan, sometimes I was uncomfortable doing some of the things that I did. I had to do them, if I was going to remain part of that life. But I kind of stepped outside of myself and did what I had to do. And then I kind of came back to myself. And Jordan asked me this, and it kind of threw me. He says, well, Michael, when you stepped out of yourself, how do you know which one was the real Michael? The one that stepped out or the one that you thought was you? And I said, wow, Jordan, I don't know. I said, hopefully it's the guy that I am now. I said, but I've never been asked that before. And he really gave me something to think about. And I still haven't answered that question to myself. Hopefully, if I was the person that stepped out, hopefully I'm not that person anymore. Because I have a different mindset now, people. Listen, that life, look, I will tell you this. I don't badmouth anybody in that life. I didn't leave the life because I was mad at anybody. I didn't want to take revenge on anybody. I left the life because it was a bad life. A bad life, meaning that the lifestyle itself was not conducive to having a good family life. My family, father, mother, brother, sisters, destroyed. And I was the only one that fortunately was able to overcome that by the grace of God, not because of anything that was special within me, but and any lifestyle that damages families to that extent is just not a good lifestyle. And that's the thing I say about it. But look, I know people were upset with me when I walked away. I get it. Some people were upset because I made friends with law enforcement. Even though, yes, I did talk to them. I told you that. I was trying to make them understand I'm really out of the life. but I didn't put any of my former associates in prison. I've said that a million times. People knock me and call me also. It's okay. I know what I did, and I know what's inside of me. It's okay. I get it. And people, if you're on social media, people have a right to talk and say whatever the heck they want to say, whether it's true or false or whatever. You're open season when you're on this platform. I get it. And people deal with it differently. I know how I deal with it. So, and I don't knock anybody. Anybody's on there, do whatever you think you need to do, and you just do it. You know, what can I tell you? We all do it. Everybody's looking to earn a living in some way. So, Michael, are you going to get into the pasta business like Frank Pellegrino did with Rayo's? Absolutely not. unless Sam comes to me and said, "Hey, we're doing so great with wine. Let's have some pasta." My wife, Sam, she makes the best sauce. And now listen, you got to understand, I've been to every great Italian restaurant in the country. Carbone's in New York, amazing, right? All of them, every one of them. Campagnolo's terrific. Rayo's great. I've been to every one. My wife makes a terrific sauce, great enough to go in the bottle. If we ever get to that point, just because I want to put it on her name and share it with some people, maybe we'll do it, but that's down the road. Let's see what happens with wine first. Let's get it to where we want to get it because we're on the fast track there.
We'll definitely get it. I mean, being in with Cisco, getting our foot in Kroger, Costco, why wouldn't we?
We can bring any product at that point. I don't think people understand how difficult it is to get into Kroger and even Cisco. It's not easy, but they love what we have, and we're praised. We praise God for that. And we're gonna. And what they like about us is that we service our product, we support it, we do everything to help the distributors move the product, and that's important.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, we hit the time. Just a quick wrap up again, guys. Why we got on this call? We were approached by the banks to invest into Franzese wine because the brand is one of the fastest growing wine brands. Mr. Michael said, "Sam, let's open it up to our people first, the following base that's been able to help us build this brand. You've already been part of the legacy. Now we're inviting you to not just be a part of it, but also own the success that Franzese wine brings. We're opening it up for a crowdfunding campaign. We're going to have a Zoom call Friday at 5 p.m. on the 17th, where we're going to cover all the details. Almost anybody and everybody could get involved. We didn't take the route of raising a lot where we need accredited investors. We're making sure everybody has the chance. You could do it at visiting crowdfunding.francesewine.com/fundraiser. Visit our website, go into contact information, francesewine.com, submit the request, what you're looking for. On Friday, we're going to open it up. We're going to do an entire presentation, take all the Q&A on the technical aspects, and invite you to become a partner with Mr. Michael Franzese and the brand Franzese Wine.
Yes, and again, I want to thank you, Sam. Just one more thing, because somebody's asking. We can't sell in Connecticut yet, right? Direct to consumer.
We can. It's a regulated state, so we have to go with a distributor and have distribution.
And how many states are we in right now, just so everybody knows?
We're in 42 states online, direct to consumer. We have access to distribute online, and then distribution physically. We're in 5 states right now, and we're looking to be in 12 states end of the year, and the following year in 30 states.
Okay, so we're getting there, and I'm sure that within the next year we'll be in all 50 states. But there is a process in some of them, Connecticut being one of them, to get there. So we're in 41 now. We're in Canada. And like I said, we're going to be moving fairly quick to Australia and most likely the United Kingdom, hopefully in time for when I do my tour there in March. And for all of those of you, if any of you from the United Kingdom, I want to tell you, I thank you so much for the reception you gave me last year, and really looking forward to coming back. I love the country. I love the people. And we have 15 dates this year. We had, I think, 13 last year, so they put on 2 more. A great distributor now. For those of you that know Sean Atwood, he's involved in this. He's going to be actually hosting and introducing me on the stage. So it's going to be great. And like I said, hopefully we'll have our wine there in time for that. So, all right, we're going to wrap it up one more time. Please, jump on the email, at least get the information, make your own decision on Friday. I know you're going to want to be my partner, and I want you to be my partner. So that's it. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Sam, any closing words?
No, thank you all. Thank you, Mr. Michael, for the opportunity and for giving the opportunity to all the followers as well. It's going to be an excited journey, and people don't know the level of work you put in. Guys, let me tell you this before we go off. We're in a flight flying to Kroger to meet with Ohio. Mr. Michael's like, Sam, let's do a red-eyed flight where we're flying during the nighttime. I'm like, Mr. Michael, but it's nighttime. He's like, Sam, let's go. So I'm worried for Mr. Michael, right? Every time I'm just trying to fall asleep. I can't figure my way in the plane. I'm just nudging around. And I look back, Mr. Michael's on the phone texting. He's on the phone emailing. He's getting back to people. He's working. He's reading. He's writing. I'm like, how are you able to do this? I'm in my early 20s. I'm not able to. And you're able to just nonstop grind it out. It's just an inspiration to see. And, God gave you many years of health because there's a lot to do and the world needs you.
Well, thank you, my friend. And yeah, to me, it's my lifestyle. The only time I ever laid dormant was when I was in solitary for almost 3 years. And even then, it was a productive time in my life because that's when I came to the Lord. So with that, God bless everybody. Thank you very much. We'll see you again Friday at 5:00. The link will be on Twitter or X, whatever we call it. It'll also be on Instagram. Like I said, this is not only for you. Get your mother, your father, your sisters, your uncles, your aunts, everybody. We want all of you to be my partner, and I guarantee you're going to want this deal. It's going to be good for everybody. God bless. Take care. See you on Friday.
God bless. Bye-bye.
All right. How do I shut this down now? I don't even know how to do it.
We're going to go to leave the Zoom meeting on Zoom.
Oh, we go to Zoom? Okay. And they just end it?
Yep, just hit leave meeting, and that'll end it.
Oh, you know what? I should have went on. Well, whatever. I could have went on Zoom and got it done. But anyways, it's just ended.